Launch ready for WWE Aftershock in 3, 2, 1. World Wrestling Entertainment Discussion is live. Cue host Owen Finch.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WWE Aftershock. I don't even know what episode this is. I don't even know. I think it's season 3, but I think it's episode 5 or 6. I forget which one. But I'm Owen the Birdman Finch, and I'm here with
Chris.
And yeah, we haven't done a show in like a week or so. A lot's changed in a week. I'm a year older, so that's good, I guess. You know, I'm in my last year of my 20s, so I'm going to be in my 30s next year. So I have to like cause chaos in my last year of my 20s. I'm going to have to like do something epic.
We're all becoming middle-aged men.
Yeah. But yeah, what's going on, Chris? How's the last week and a half been?
Fine.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. We're not going to review any shows. We're just going to talk about what's been going on these last couple of weeks. And then maybe give like a thumbs up. Huh?
Just to catch them up.
Yeah. Because we didn't do the show last week because Chris and I's schedule never matched up. I think the one day I was available, he wasn't. The day he was available, I wasn't, type of thing. And I know you, Chris, you were over here being like, the one day I was available, you were just like, fuck it, I'm throwing my hands up, I'm done with this kid. Like, you can't be available when I'm fucking throw.
Fuck him.
Probably phone. I bet you almost quit the show. You're like, okay, I'm putting in my letter of resignation tomorrow. And then I'm saying, well, I can do the show. And then when I said I could do the show Wednesday, then you were available. Like, fuck, okay, I guess I'm not quitting today. Not today. I guarantee you.
Today. Maybe.
I guarantee you have a letter of resignation already like written out. You're just waiting for like a good reason to use it and everything like that. Like,
I need a good reason to use it.
But yeah, let's talk about some stuff. You know, there's gonna be a big episode for you because your childhood hero made his return this week, and you had a few of your favorites make returns and stuff this week that we're gonna talk about. And we're starting to get the build to WrestleMania now. You know, we weren't really getting it. We're now a post Chamber, so we're starting to see some more Mania build, and we're starting to see the card take shape. So yeah, let's talk about what's been going on with your the man who crushed your soul and crushed your heart, broke your heart, and crushed your dreams at Elimination Chamber. Why don't you talk about what's going on with that feud ever since we last did the show and everything like that?
Well, he wasn't on the show because he was out filming. So he was off for a bit, but yeah, this is I like the whole segment with him and Cody was just really weird. I thought we were going to get more of like an explanation of why he did what he did, but instead it was like, I don't know if it was just me, but I thought the segment was just like, it was okay. Like a lot of the stuff there's a lot of truth behind what he was saying. But it just felt like it's 2025. No one wants to boo this guy. Especially, I think, once he gets back stateside, I feel like the reaction's going to flip.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Again, to me, it just felt so... I don't know. It just felt like a very, like, generic, cut and dry, like, heel promo. And I'm like, this is not what I was expecting at all. Like, he came out very somber, and I was like, oh, he's going to explain his actions, do what he did, but it was like, it was more so, he's a heel. He hit every heel point, and I was like, okay, this is like, kind of, I don't know, it just didn't feel authentic. It just felt like, it just felt like it was, Like, the Cody part was fine, but like, I felt like it just took way too long to get to that point.
I personally enjoyed it. I liked what John Cena said, you know, where we talked about, you know, how he tried for
He's
like,
not wrong.
yeah, but I actually like what he said. I like the reason that he turned. He essentially finally embraced the hate, which is what Kane wanted him to do back in 2012. And he said that, like, you know, he got sick and tired of trying to please all the fans and everything like that. And it's kind of the John Cena heel turn that I've wanted. I kind of like, too, that he's going to be like, no, like, you're not going to get, like, my red attire changing. You're not going to get music. Like, you don't deserve any of that type of thing. And I like that he broke up with the WWE Universe and everything like that, you know, where he said that he's not going to try to, like, fight for their support and everything like that. How much of a low blow did you feel when he mentioned the people that said, let's go Cena, just, you know, just losers living vicariously through him? How'd you feel about that? Did that hurt your soul? And that your childhood hero doesn't...
That was a kick right in the dick.
Not just once, too, but...
And that poor kid in the front row.
Yeah.
How dare he?
But,
What's wrong, though, most of it, though?
yeah, I
He
enjoy...
absolutely was spot on.
Yeah.
With most of it.
But I enjoyed his heel promo. You know, I like the fact that he just finally snapped and got sick and tired of trying to play this face and trying to be this hero and everything like that, where he just doesn't want to deal with it anymore type of thing. And, you know, I liked Cody's part of it. And I feel like, too, we should give this explanation, you know, that the fact that, like, if you think about it, Cody's in his position that he, you know, except he's beloved by the WWE Universe. Everyone loves Cody and everything like that. And it's interesting, too, because I feel like eventually we need to get this moment where John Cena gets upset that, like, he tried to do everything that Cody did, but, like, yet they love Cody, and Cody's the one that, like, tried to put this company out of business and everything like that, which I think is going to get brought up and everything like that. And, yeah, I love Cody's part of it, where he mentioned that the fans made him and everything like that. And I love when John Cena tried to, like, do the kid thing to him, where Cody's like, no, you're not. Say that again.
He did it big time. That was great.
And Cody wasn't having it type of thing. So I like that. You know, I thought the segment came together very well. You know, where John Cena just finally broke and everything like that. It will be interesting to see, like you said, what to get stateside, because obviously the fans here were willing to play along and everything like that. But yeah, and this time too, Cena didn't throw the towel in like he has been. I'm still questioning if he actually is going to retire at the end of the year. You know, at the end, if he, depending on what happens, if he's going to say, like, no one's been able to take me out and everything like that, so I'm going to stick to it type of thing. Because it is going to be weird that if his last year is him as a hero, that's just going to be weird. I feel like his last thing as him should be a face. Obviously, he didn't really explain his association with The Rock yet type of thing. But I enjoyed what we got out of this heel thing. I thought it was very well done. And I liked Cody's part of it, type of thing. And I think the heel John Cena is going to be very good. Anything else you want to say about it?
Yeah, it was definitely a good. It was good, but, you know, I mean, a little bit of an explanation as to why he hit him in the nuts. But I think we're going to get that later on. I know I'm asking for too much too soon, but yeah, I thought overall it was a fine segment, and Cody's part in it made him come off like like John Cena of old.
Yeah,
where he, you know, the hero, and and when he basically said he's going to embarrass him at WrestleMania if he comes up looking like the shell of a man. I was like, man, that I'm like, you could see that one stung deep, and he threw the microphone right at him. I was like, oh shit.
And when we do Mania, but I think John Cena should win at Mania. You know, I think
he is going. I think he was going to win at Mania regardless if he turned heel or not.
But now that he's a heel, I think he is going to win at WrestleMania and everything like that.
Because I think The Rock is going to interfere and cost Cody the match.
Yeah. And again, you just have a lot of stuff here. And I'm interested to see what they do with this. And then, you know, we still have a few more weeks, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. It's going to be interesting, though, once they get back stateside. Like, will people be more in favor of Cena and everything like that?
Yeah, because like you said, like the year crowd tends to play along like a lot, like with whatever the WWE's like angling for. Like if they want someone to get booed, they will boo them, or if they want someone to get cheered, they'll cheer for them.
Yeah. And then Michael Cole was even awesome after the segment where like he just called out John Cena and said that he turned his back on him and the fans they got him those 17 world championships. So Michael Cole was even laying into John Cena afterwards.
And Michael Cole segment at the end was a really nice touch because he's known John for 20-something years. Like, this is someone who he's close personal friends with.
Yeah.
Legitimately. So it's like, he's seen his rise, and it's like, that really...
Yeah.
He, a lot like the WWE Universe, where that really... It hurt him. It hurt him deep to his core.
Did this hurt you? Seeing John Cena talk to you like this, and all this fandom and everything like that. Did this hurt you?
It cut deep. It cut deep. I don't know. I want to think of him now.
Are you gonna wear that John Cena shirt that you bought for his retirement tour? Because that you have to fucking think about that, type of thing. You never really.
Cody shirt at WrestleMania now. Thanks a lot, John.
Say that again.
My hero.
Yeah.
Now, I've been betrayed.
Are we doing those John Cena fucking retros now? Because I said today was decision time.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, you still want to do them even though he's betrayed you.
Well, I will be crying all through them, but it needs to be done.
It needs to be done.
Through my tears, through my heartbreak, through a happier time, when he was a good, honest man, not a soulless piece of shit.
Who broke your heart more, Dominic Mysterio or John Cena?
Dude, that fucking shitbag. Shit stain. Not him. Though my childhood hero. I got the pump Reeboks because of him. I got the fucking sweatbands because of him. I bought the fucking red fucking t-shirt, retirement shirt, because of him.
It sounds like you might be proving his point though, because you're saying like you're
I'm lining his pockets.
I don't think he cares about that.
No, he doesn't. And it's sad. I don't know what The Rock did to him, but it's not nice.
How do you feel about The Rock that he did? How do you feel about The Rock that he did this to your childhood hero? Do you still like The Rock, or are you just mad at him?
The Rock is a mean man. He's a meanie.
Oh, poor Chris. His childhood hero has betrayed him. Type of thing.
Art has been shattered into a million pieces.
Do you blame the fans a little bit, or not even close?
He said that they forced him to retire, but he said himself he would retire if he felt like he was slipping in the ring, and he announced his retirement, so he forced himself to retire.
We'll see.
You can't blame us for something that you wanted to do.
I guess so. You
wanted to retire at the end of the year.
Maybe he's not retired. He might have lied to you, Chris. He might not be retiring. This might all be a work. He might not be retiring.
I'm starting to think this.
What do you have to say about that? The fact that he's not retiring, you're gonna be stuck with this former shell of a John Cena.
We can eventually get the fucking soul to John Cena again, not the soulless fucking shell of a man.
Did you agree with what Cody said? Like he needs
who has the soul in his balls, honor and integrity, and hustle, loyalty, and respect.
Do you agree with Cody? What Cody said on Monday?
Yes, I do. Cody brought a smile to my face. He is a hero. You see those children in the crowd? They were popping heavy for him.
he's a good man.
He's an honest man. He's a good man. He didn't let that corrupt piece of shit, The Rock, corrupt him.
And he didn't
even told him to go fuck himself uncensored on live PLE.
Hey, you know what? Too, Cody was starting to get these heel reactions in 2021. He didn't let that AEW fan base turn him. He's like, no, you don't appreciate me. I'm gonna go where I'm appreciated. It's fucking paid off for him.
It is.
And
he's in Brussels, and they go, yay! And that little kid in the crowd who's crying because his hero broke his heart. His other hero came out to save the day, and he made it all better.
How'd you feel? Hey, if this is his last time in Brussels, do you think John Cena made it a good time or a bad time? Because everyone was saying, nah, hey, goodbye to him when he left.
He deserved it. He deserved it.
I did like that. I like that they played it off that everyone was giving him the benefit of the doubt. They were going to let Cena explain himself. Were you one of those people, or were you instantly heartbroken when this happened? Were you willing to hear him out?
I was going to let him explain himself because I did agree with a lot of what he said.
But still,
I did agree.
But still,
a lot of the stuff he said was true.
But still, heartbroken.
Through my heartbreak, I will survive. I will live.
Well, Cody,
and hopefully that man will gain his soul back again. I have hope. I have hope that man will be soulless no longer.
I hate to tell you this, Chris. The only way that can happen is if he loses at WrestleMania. Maybe he'll do some reflecting, but I don't think that's going to happen.
He needs to do some reflecting right now and look himself in the mirror.
Well, Cody told him to do that.
Tell everyone that he's sorry.
I don't think he's going to do that. Cody told him to find the real John Cena. He doesn't want to face this John Cena that we saw on Monday. So, but yeah, let's talk.
It's funny though that he's not. Everyone was like fantasizing about the fucking theme song that he was going to use. And he goes, "You know what? You don't deserve any of that." And I was like, "Yep, they don't."
I don't think they do.
Nope, you're going to get the same fucking thing.
I like this heel turn though.
You didn't like it.
I like this heel turn so far. Like,
it's gonna work in the end. I was just expecting a lot from him on the first show, but we're gonna learn his reasoning from why he turned in the. I mean, we're still like,
yeah,
what is a month away from WrestleMania?
Yeah,
we still have like a month's worth of television left. So
I feel like I'm glad that we're finally getting this heel run of John Cena. If it's actually is going to be his last year, as of right now, type of thing. So
for him, I do think that by the end of the year he'll be a face again.
We'll see. Maybe he will be. Because I am hearing that his last show might be something in Boston. So like if that's the case, I think he'll be a face. He'll probably be a face there.
It's a Saturday night's main event in Boston. And he's already being advertised for.
Yeah, so I could see him being a face again. Will you forgive him, though, if he turns face again?
All will be forgiven if he says sorry to the little kids in the crowd and makes their days better.
But yeah, let's continue to talk about what's been going on. So what would you give John Cena's, I thought the Cody stuff was good, because obviously Cody, before Monday, had to kind of carry this feud, because he did like 3 promos, I think, like after this. I thought all the Cody stuff was good, but haven't seen it. They
needed John for that.
Yeah,
face off because Cody was starting to cut the same promo like 3 weeks, like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, so I haven't seen. How long? I think Cena's going to be at 2 shows before Mania. Or,
I think that advertised for the final. Well, I would assume that he was going to be there for the go home show anyway.
Yeah, I'm saying like we have him the next. I think we have him the next 2 weeks.
Yes, he's been advertised for the final leg of the European tour. So.
Hey, just because he might not deliver on he might not think we deserve, his presence though. He might not.
He almost didn't. He put that mic down. I was like, you pick that fucking mic back up and explain yourself.
I didn't think he was gonna. He did it twice too, by the way. He told us all to shut up too. Like, no, you had your chance to talk. Like, oh wow, he's getting testy now, type of thing. Like, I
feel like. All like this heel run, I think is going to be good for him.
Yeah, I think so.
He needed to. I feel like his ride off into the sunset this year as a babyface would have been fine. People would have loved him, but I feel like it's a new twist to the character that we haven't seen in a very long, very, 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 very long time.
Especially too, because now you always did, but now you have baby faces like Cody and Punk that can go up against him, and I think it works too because again, we haven't really seen him stateside since he's been like heel. I think he actually will get booed just because everyone loves Cody for the most part. So like, and I feel like too because everyone had turned around on him and finally started cheering him. So him being a heel, I think he's actually. I don't think he'll get fully booed probably, but we'll see.
I don't think he will. I don't think he'll ever get fully booed like he was in Brussels for a little bit there. But yeah, I don't think he'll. I don't think he'll get like fully booed.
Yeah.
Which will again like
I don't know. Roman got.
I don't know. He's gonna have to do some shit that like gets people to hate him.
Yeah.
Rather than be like the cool heel.
And we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's continue. Speaking of, we had another big star make the return in MSG. It was Roman Reigns. It was during the cage match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. They had set that up, and they had a very good cage match. I think this is one of the best cage matches I've seen in quite some time. They hyped it up all night, where they showed past cage matches that had happened on television and things like that. And I really liked their cage match. No one really tried to win the cage match in the beginning. It was all just them trying to beat the crap out of each other. And it was kind of like an old school cage match. And Seth Rollins, had the chance to walk out the door, but instead he decided he was going to try to stomp CM Punk's head in. And doing all this before he could finish off Punk, Reigns pulled Rollins out the door and helped Rollins win, but it was also he could get his hands on Seth Rollins. What does suck is this was spoiled because the crowd reacted to it and you knew, okay, Roman's here type of thing. But I still thought it was good, I remember we predicted that it was going to be Reigns costing Rollins the match, but I actually kind of like that they went this way because Reigns wanted to get his hands on Rollins so much. I don't really think he cared about really helping him win or helping him lose. He just wanted to get his hands on him so much. And yeah, he beat the crap out of Seth Rollins. He tried to do the stomp to him like he did to, like Seth did to him at the Rumble. But then he saw that Heyman was helping Punk up. And obviously, there's some bad blood between Reigns and Punk, considering the fact that, Punk eliminated him from the Rumble. And there's that relationship that Punk and Heyman have, and that favor that Paul Heyman owes Punk, so Reigns beat the crap out of Punk. And we haven't gotten anything really from this on SmackDown this week. All three of them are going to be on SmackDown. Heyman announced that and on SmackDown in Spain, and then Rollins said last night that he would be there, and then Punk said on his Instagram story that he's going to be on SmackDown this week. I'm actually pretty interested in this three-way feud. I think this everyone kind of makes sense to be in it. Rollins and Reigns hate each other, obviously, from their Shield days and their Reigns' Universal title run. Rollins and Punk hate each other from their feud, and Rollins also they've brought Punk back into it because he even said he was about to finish off CM Punk, but then Reigns took that away from him, and he has to clean up the messes that Roman Reigns made. And then obviously because of this stuff with Heyman and that favor, this hatred there between Reigns and Punk. So I feel like we're gonna get a really good triple threat match at WrestleMania between Reigns, Rollins, and Punk. I'm really looking forward to it. What do you think of kind of how all this came together and everything like that?
I like it a lot. Reigns, Roman came out in that cage match no music, no nothing. Usually when he comes out, you get the grandiose entrance and everything. Nothing. He just came to the crowd. Slowly, you could tell something was up because the crowd was erupting. Mm-hmm. I was like, what the hell's going on? And I was like, oh, it must be Roman then. He comes charging through, and I like the way that he helped Seth win. Because Seth kind of needed a win. But he beat the shit out of him, and rightfully so, because he, first of all, double foot stomped him in the back of the head.
Yes, he did.
Which was nasty at the Rumble. I don't think I've ever seen Seth do a double stomp like that before. But yeah, like Roman needed to get his revenge because they wrote him off for him because he wasn't going to be involved with the Chamber. So what's the point of having him on TV?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's going to be really interesting to see what they do on Friday now.
I even like
this triple threat, not triple threat, but the three of them being in the same arena for the first time.
And I really, like I said, I like that Reigns helped Rollins win, but Rollins doesn't see it as a win because he didn't get to finish off Punk like he wanted to and everything like that. He wasn't done with them yet, so. And I'm really interested to see what they do with this type of thing. Because obviously we couldn't get the Walk wrestling at WrestleMania, so I think this was a good substitute for something to Reigns to do, and something to Rollins to do, and something for Punk to do type of thing. Because I was getting worried they were going to leave Punk out of it, obviously, because it seemed like they were going the Logan Paul route, but I'm glad they didn't go that route. I wouldn't have minded, I guess, that they did Punk and Logan Paul, but like I feel like this was not the year for that with all this story going on with Rollins, Punk, and Reigns and everything like that. And then I've already made my prediction what the favor is, but I feel like we're gonna get that answer. What do you think the favor is? Because obviously you haven't been able to predict that yet. What do you think Paul Heyman's favor to CM Punk is?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what it would be. I was thinking it was going to be a title match, but I don't think it's going to be a title match. I don't even know. I can't even predict what it's going to be because I don't know. I don't even know what it could be.
I know what it is. He main event. That's the favor. He main events.
Hell yeah, main event.
No. I got the opening match on main event.
Oh, yes. That's even better.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I guess main eventing WrestleMania, I guess, would be the favor. That'll make the most sense.
Yeah, I think Heyman can make that happen if he wants to.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's continue it. You got the next thing. Why don't you talk about the World Heavyweight Championship program that's been going on between Gunther and Jay? We haven't had a lot of advancement in it, but there's been some.
It's been like hit or miss. It's involved Theory and Waller. They've been involved. He said singles matches against them. Jay has in the past 2 weeks. A lot of people have turned against Jay, which is not surprising, even in the least bit, because they want to be there on the rise. They don't want to be there when he gets to the rise.
He hasn't even gotten there yet either.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the whole. They want to be on it for the rocket ship, but they want to jump off before they even get to the point.
Yeah.
It's really funny because he's still selling a shit ton of merch. The Yeet's still massively over. The crowds are still heavily in his favor, even internationally, which can be kind of tough. But he's been just massively over. In-ring work, again, he's more of a tag guy. Always been a tag team guy. His moveset's very generic, so I can see why people think that his spear doesn't look very good. But yeah, like overall, I feel like this needs to kick it up a notch, because I feel like it's just been stuck in the mud. It's been stuck in neutral. Gunther's just been choking him out the last like fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's like this week is finally a little bit different, where Jay finally posed to the belt for the first time, and that just really pissed off a lot of people. But this program needs to just be kicked up a notch. Like I just feel like it's not being pushed as much as the like world title pictures have been pushed in years past.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Jay, obviously, I think Jay. I still stand by the fact that like I was fine with Jay winning the Rumble. It made sense, once we kind of got everything down with it. because Jay and Gunther have been feuding for a long time, since like last year and everything like that. And it's been okay, he's still really over and everything like that. The whole thing was he kind of has the underdog story and everything like that. And he's been pushed for years in the Bloodline story, so I'm glad that it wasn't just Roman that benefited out of that. It seems like Jay and also Sammy's benefited from that. But yeah, this story definitely needs to be pushed up the notch. I think 2 weeks in a row, Gunther choked him out. The first week was fine, and then the second week was kind of like whatever. This week, I guess, they kind of did the same thing. Right now, it seems like they're just kind of having A-Town Down Under be the fall guys for Jay at the moment, which is getting kind of bland. Also, because obviously 1 week I think he beat Grayson, and then this week he beat like Austin Theory in like a minute. And next week he's facing both of them in a tag match with a mystery partner. But yeah, this feud needs to be kicked up a notch a little bit. They probably should have given them the contract signing spot versus the women's world title situation. I get why they did it, because obviously they want to get Rhea in the match somehow. But I feel like this probably needed it more this week, because it would have made something fresh, or it could, or something like that. But yeah, this feud needs a little bit of a pick-me-up and everything like that. It doesn't even feel like a world title match at WrestleMania. And if this feud doesn't pick up steam, it shouldn't even main event WrestleMania. Not because of the participants involved. They wouldn't have the steam that it could to main event WrestleMania type of thing. So,
this match screams like opening match of WrestleMania
at the moment. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know why. This isn't, like we've talked about this on text messages before. This isn't an uncommon thing where fans turn on wrestlers once they hit the mountaintop. It happened with Becky Lynch, in 2019. It happened with Kofi in 2019. It happened with somebody else in that was pretty. Oh, Liv Morgan in 2022. Yeah, this is pretty much very well known to happen. The wrestler will get over really well, and then when the WWE pushes them, they'll kind of turn on them. And this just kind of sucks for Jay, because he hasn't even made it to like the fucking world title win at WrestleMania yet. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah. And then we have the aftermath of what's been going on with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Really not much. Randy Orton came back on SmackDown, the SmackDown After Chamber, and said that he wants to get his hands on Kevin Owens for attacking him, because he trusted him. He was his friend. And, yeah, he's teasing like he might do the punt to Kevin Owens, because he tried to do that to Kamala Hayes last week, but Kevin Owens saved him, and they had a brawl last week. I'm liking the feud between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton right now. I think that it's picking up some steam. What do you think of this feud?
I like it. I like it a lot. Randy's still massively over. We haven't seen Kevin in a while, but that's to be expected.
No, he was there last week. Remember they had a brawl last week?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, that's I really look forward to this match. I think this match is going to be one of the sleeper matches on the WrestleMania card for both nights.
And then we have the Women's World Championship build-up. You're taking this one.
That's the Raw one, right?
Yeah, the Raw one.
Okay.
It's not those belts anymore. What are you talking about? So,
well, they confuse the fuck out of me still. I still don't know which one's which. But yeah, this has been building up since the Rumble when Bianca won her shot to face either Io or Rhea at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship. And Rhea faced Io a few weeks ago to determine who would face Io in at WrestleMania. And Io ended up winning and becoming the new Women's World Champion. And in part due to Bianca kind of not interfering in the match, but being a distraction. Being at ringside and kind of cheering on Io, and it really pissed off Rhea. And they've had, the past couple of weeks, they've had interactions with each other, where Io was getting pie-faced, and but this week just sent it to overdrive. They had a contract signing, and between Io and Bianca, and Rhea came out and beat the crap out of both of them, and power bombed. I think it's Bianca on top of Io, and then Rhea picked up the contract and signed the contract, so she added herself onto it. And then Adam Pearce was trying to get the contract
That was awesome.
back, and Rhea was dancing around with it and holding it from him, which is really funny. They go to the back, and then the Io and Bianca both try to attack her, and Rhea just ends up beating the crap out of both of them and stands tall. I like this match is gonna fucking rule anyway. Whether it was gonna be a one-on-one or a triple threat, you have three of the best women's wrestlers on the planet competing in a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. I think again this might be a sleeper for match of the night on either show. Again, like I said, with the men's side of things, like the Randy Orton, Kevin Owens has potential to steal WrestleMania. If it seems like it's going that direction, that triple threat also could steal the show. Could be the steal of the sleeper match of WrestleMania in total. That has potential to be an all worlds triple threat match. That's going to be an awesome match. But yeah, the build up has been fine. Like, it's not. I mean, there's still a long ways to go, but now that I think Io wants it to be a triple threat. So yeah, I really think this is about to pick up soon.
Yeah, I've enjoyed this feud. Having Rhea lose the belt to Io made it very unpredictable, and now Io's trying to get in the match at WrestleMania. I think it's been very good. Depending on what comes out of this Jade Cargill situation, this could make Bianca a heel type of thing. It might not, but the groundwork's there for it.
Also, Rhea's been acting very heelish.
Yeah,
I think she's a tweener at the moment, but because it kind of makes sense because Io's they're both faces, so
yeah.
Bianca's a little more aggressive, but Rhea's coming off as kind of like the heel, I guess, but she's still massively over.
But I've enjoyed this feud. I think we're gonna get a killer triple threat match out of it. I'm very interested in it. Kind of interested. I don't know how we will actually get in the match because it doesn't seem like Adam Pearce is going to allow her signing the contract to be her way in. So, Adam Pearce just doesn't respect when people sign a contract, I guess. He just has no respect for that type of stuff. So
none.
We'll kind of tie into Bianca's tag partner. Because obviously we found out who the mystery attacker was who attacked Bianca Belair, which is, it ended up being Naomi. They did a segment on SmackDown after the Chamber where Bianca tried questioning Naomi, asking her whether or not she did it. And Naomi admitted that she did it. And she did it because obviously she thought Jade was just kind of riding their coattails, mainly Bianca's coattails and everything like that. And it could just be like them. And obviously Bianca got really emotional about it, didn't really want to deal with her, and said that they're done as a team. That kind of wrote Bianca out of that storyline. I assume after WrestleMania, whatever happens with the Jade Cargill Naomi thing, Bianca would be brought back into it because she hasn't been on SmackDown the past few weeks. And then obviously, Jade Cargill came and beat the crap out of Naomi afterwards and everything like that. So she's kind of already gotten her revenge, but whatever. And then on SmackDown this week, I think this is probably the best Cargill. I would have said the best Cargill interview that I would have said it's the best interview Jade Cargill's ever had. I almost said the best Jade Cargill interview's ever had. What the hell is that? That's not even. I guess interview. I guess it's Jade Cargill's name. Interview now. I guess so. The hell was I saying there? But yeah, I think that's the best interview that Jade Cargill's ever done, where she was very relatable there and everything like that. The segment after SmackDown where like Naomi revealed, I guess, was all right. I feel like some of that time that segment really didn't stick the landing because it just got very awkward at times, and then I think because they were both trying to cry during the segment, and if they did it backstage, maybe it would have come off better. But they were in the ring; they had to like hold the mics up to their mouths while they were crying and everything like that. I felt like they kind of danced around it a lot with Naomi because you knew Naomi was just going to say yes, so you're just kind of waiting for that. And they kind of did the weird thing where Naomi just got her ass kicked anyways, and obviously Naomi's turned heel there, but obviously she hasn't really had that vicious heel moment. I guess it was when Bianca walked away. I do like the fact that they're having some trust issues between Jade and Bianca, because obviously Jade's like, well, what the hell, you're teamed with the person that attacked me, and all that type of stuff. And they're doing a match this week on SmackDown between Jade and Liv, because Liv's upset that like she got blamed for attacking Jade. I don't know why she's mad at fucking Jade though. She's fucking mad at Jade for no reason, but it's fucking Liv. I don't understand what she does anymore. But on SmackDown this week, she was upset at Jade that she was being the one being blamed for it when fucking Jade had nothing to fucking do with it. So I don't understand that. Like I don't get it. But Liv and Jay will probably have a match. I don't think that match is going to be very good, and believe it or not, I don't think it's going to be Jade's fault. I think it's going to be Liv's fault that match isn't very good, because Liv is meant to be the in-ring veteran there, and her work isn't that great anyway. So I feel like, I mean, that might surprise me. That might be a sleeper match on SmackDown, but I don't think the match between Jade and Liv is going to be very good. But you never know, it might be. But overall, what do you think of what came out of the Jade Cargill Mystery Attacker storyline?
It's definitely gonna involve Bianca at some point, but right now it's just like
oh, did I lose you? Hello? Hello? I think I lost him. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm good.
I lost Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I was like, okay, what the hell's going on here? Because you didn't respond.
Yeah. Just pick up where you left off. You said it's going to involve Bianca at some point.
At some point, it is going to. I feel like it's going to incorporate Bianca after WrestleMania, because I feel like that Naomi is going to get like title hungry and come after her. Maybe, I don't know, but it's going to be. To me, it's just not right now. It's just not very interesting. It could pick up in leading up to WrestleMania, but for right now, it's just like it's not pulling me in.
Yeah. We'll see what happens though. I'll let you talk about the next thing. I'll be a nice guy here and talk about the Street Profits winning the tag titles, because I know you're a big Street Profits fan, so I'll let you talk about this.
I thought it was the right time. Great moment for them. For quite a while, but they're not like none of like they're that interesting. Like heel after the Motor City feud, it was like okay, it's pretty deadly. It's this, it's that. It's like the Garzas. It's like it didn't feel like they had a concrete plan for them as champions. So just face all these teams and heels. It was so confusing. But they are very deep, though, in the SmackDown tag division. At least I can say that, extremely deep. But the Profits are like this fucking heels. Was I don't. They need to turn heel. But so far so good.
Yeah, you were cutting in and out there, but you were basically I'll just basically repeat it for you. You were basically saying you liked it, you're happy for them, and you thought it was weird a little bit that they would like turn heel like during the rain, but like it seems like they kept him face and everything like that.
Yep.
But yeah, I was happy with it. You know, I thought they were gonna do like a smudge finish, you know, and do like a DQ since they've been kind of doing that, but they didn't do that. It main evented SmackDown this week, which was good. I liked that. The only thing that sucked is it got spoiled, you know, because obviously SmackDown aired in Europe this week. Well, in Spain this week, more likely. And, you know, all the YouTubers and stuff really spoiled it really badly. So it was tough to avoid it. Because it was clearly meant to be a big surprise and everything like that. And obviously it got spoiled. I think that was also why they did it. They wanted to do a surprise title change. But then the YouTubers spoiled it. So, well, it didn't end up being that way for me. I still think we're getting some type of big ladder match or something at WrestleMania with all the teams and everything like that. So a big thing that came out of it too was Johnny Gargano accidentally super kicked Tommaso Ciampa. So people think that might mean something. You know, they might reunite the DIY feud again. Do you think that could be happening, or do you think that was just a coincidence?
They've been teasing breaking him up for a while, and then like they didn't do it. They did the but I think it's gonna probably Mania.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, after that could be after WrestleMania too, like the SmackDown afterwards or something. But yeah, we'll talk about other things. So that way it doesn't get messed up on our notes. Do you want to take the next segment also?
Yeah, because it's gonna be short. So AJ versus Logan Paul is what's kind of scheduled for WrestleMania at this point. I will say it's involved more Karrion Kross than it has Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But I feel like the match is going to be fine. But I mean, once they get stateside, I think, because Logan's not there, so it's kind of difficult to build up this feud once one person's not there. But I feel like once they get back to stateside, it's going to pick up. But I think the match at WrestleMania is going to be fine. I feel like Cross is going to involve somehow. But yeah, the Hair Brothers, they're pretty cool.
I like the fact they're going this route. I think this match is going to be actually very good. You know, AJ and Logan Paul, I think, are going to have good chemistry with each other. I'm not sure who wins. I think Paul probably needs to win, and I think AJ's the perfect person to put him over because I don't think AJ really needs to win. I know, like, AJ, it would probably help AJ to make him credible, but I think Logan Paul, he hasn't had a big win in a while. Karrion Kross just doesn't know how to mind his own business, does he, Chris? Like, he always just gets involved. I just love it too when he comes up to AJ, like, it's like unexpected, and AJ like doesn't want to fucking talk to him. Like this week, Karrion Kross is like, let me give you this perspective, and AJ's just like, nah, I'm not dealing with this. And then AJ for some reason just decided to let him talk anyways, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, Karrion Kross just needs to start minding his own business. Like, I don't know. I think his friends got released, so he's just trying to find friends, I think, or something. Like, he just doesn't know, like, you know.
Exactly. He's trying to find some friends.
Will you be his friend?
I don't know. He's kind of scary, though, so maybe.
Do you think AJ's turning heel, then? Because that's a big thing that happens with Kross. If you having any interaction with them, you fucking turn... I mean, that happened to... Even Cena has proven that he's not immune to that.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. I mean, they look like fucking twins.
How's that work though? Because AJ and Kross have feuded before, and AJ's turned heel. Do you think it's one of those things where AJ's already felt the wrath of that, so maybe he can overcome it? Do you think it's just gonna still happen? Do you think you can't? Once it happens, it happens.
You can't escape him.
Well, it seems like Sammy escaped the Kross vortex.
Yeah, then he got his fucking neck broken.
Yes, he did. No, Randy saved him, remember? Randy saved him, so he didn't get his neck broken.
Yeah, he did. He did save him, but Sammy's still nursing the injury.
But yeah, Karrion Kross just needs to find some friends, I guess. But yeah, let's continue talking. I'm going to talk about the Women's Championship build between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. Not much has really happened with it. It's been kind of Charlotte Flair attacked her one week, and then this week they had a big brawl where Tiffany Stratton dove off the Titantron and everything like that. They haven't had like a promo segment yet. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that either this week or maybe next week. Let's hope this feud can finally bring the babyface out of Tiffany Stratton. It seems like it's working so far. It seems like when she doesn't cut a promo, it works better. But obviously, when she talks, I feel like it's not going to work as well. But how do you feel about the Tiffany Stratton Charlotte Flair feud? It's been like whatever.
Yeah. It's really weird because as much as like Tiffany's over, she's just like. She still comes off as whiny. It's really weird. It's just how she talks.
Yeah.
Like, she does not have the voice to be a babyface. That's for certain.
I'm really hoping that Tiffany wins at WrestleMania. I don't think she is probably winning at WrestleMania. I could see them doing something where they give the win to Charlotte, and maybe Tiffany has a recovery story out of it, so that way that can make her a babyface type of thing. But I just feel like that's going to do a lot of damage to Tiffany if Charlotte wins at WrestleMania, because I remember that hurt Rhea big time for a while in 2020. I mean, I don't know if I still don't know what happened with that, because I think Rhea was supposed to win, but then her visa expired, so they had to take the belt off her. And then they were trying to boost NXT at the time, which didn't work. And then I don't know, the whole thing was a mess. It took like Triple H getting in there and getting that WrestleMania 39 match done to do that. But what do you think? Do you think Tiffany needs to win at WrestleMania? Do you think it would hurt her big time if she loses to Charlotte? Do you think she will be okay?
I think it would hurt her big time if she lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania. I don't think she'd be okay.
But then we have other things. We have a mass superstar that's been showing up, Chris. You want to talk about him?
It's Chad Gable.
Are you sure?
Can we put this? He's wearing a fucking American-made mask.
What do you call that segment a couple weeks ago when he was backstage and there was that other...
Put the fucking mask on someone else.
Are you sure?
Oh, 100%. Who throws German suplexes like that? Who says gracias and puts the fucking two fingers up in the air?
Maybe he's just a big maybe he's just a big Chad Gable fan.
Why does he sound like Chad Gable?
People, I mean, like they said in Family Guy, that they have a lot of voices. They can't all make. Some people just have the same voice.
It's Chad Gable.
Do you like this storyline?
I do. It's funny.
He was wearing the same attire this week too. Then I don't know if you saw the exclusive backstage where he came up to the Creed brothers and he was wearing the same outfit. Then like when the Mass Luchador. Who do you think the other guy? Who do you think the other guy was?
He also ran out super late for Raw this week too.
Maybe he's late. Pat McAfee's known to be late sometimes.
He is.
But yeah, I do like the storyline though. Do you think this quest is going to help Chad Gable when it comes to being able to beat luchadors? Do you think it's going to do nothing for him?
That's going to do nothing for him.
You think he's still going to lose?
Yeah, he's going to lose in embarrassing fashion.
If he loses again, does he have to go on another quest, or do you think it's all over for him?
It's all over.
Not like career-wise and stuff, like life-wise. Like, I mean, like, they just move on to the next thing to make it sound like his life.
Yeah, it's going to be career over for him.
Well, yeah. Who do you think the other guy was? He put the luchador mask the other week. Who do you think that guy was?
Chad Gable.
No, the guy backstage when like we saw him being kicked out by security when Chad Gable was there. Who do you think that guy was?
That was that was his brother, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, okay. But yeah, let's continue. something weird's going on with Shinsuke Nakamura. So, a couple of weeks ago, he lost the men's United States Championship to LA Knight. And a lot of people wondering why this has happened, because they were supposed to hold off till WrestleMania. But then a lot of people saying his contract status is up in the air. They're saying, some sources are saying that he's not going anywhere. Some sources are saying that he's thinking of leaving. So that's why they took the belt off him and everything like that. But also he was on SmackDown this week, and it didn't seem like anything was like a miss. But you really never know. But I don't know what's going on here. I personally think he's not leaving, because I haven't heard like a big news source and like a credible one say that he's leaving. I personally think he's staying. I think he's pretty content in WWE. A lot of people have pointed out too that like he likes to be part-time, so that's why he probably dropped the title and everything like that, but I'm really not sure what's going on here. Could have been one of those things too. They just wanted to put the belt back on LA Knight. It's really weird if he's not leaving, because obviously it makes you question why they took the belt off of LA Knight if they were just going to put it right back on him and not even wait till Mania. So that I do question that. But what do you think is going on there when it comes to Shinsuke? Do you think he's leaving? Do you think he's staying? What do you think's going on?
I do not think he's leaving. I think that he's staying, and because he's happy. Like they like to create speculation because of a Facebook post they see online about something that's not from anyone. So I don't think there's anything happening.
So why do you think he lost the belt unexpectedly? Because that was the biggest reason everyone thought he was leaving.
I just think they wanted to put the title back in LA Knight. I just don't think Triple H knows like what to do with Nakamura.
Yeah,
like he books him fine the first couple of weeks, and then it just falls off the rails after that. I think in part too, because if he was a face going up against heels, there'd be more competitive. There'd be more opportunities for him, because there's just not. And on top of it too, there's not many like mid-card challengers. It's like LA Knight, and like that's it.
Yeah, that was really it. Yeah. I just don't understand why they took the title off LA Knight if they were just going to put it back on him a few weeks later, because it seems like he might drop the belt at Fatu, and then it's like, okay, well, why didn't you just keep the belt on? It'd make Fatu look more impressive if he beats him for it, if he had this long title reign, and then it just didn't seem to be the case, but whatever. And then I know you like to talk about this guy. You like to talk about good old Penta. He's not old, but like, you like to talk about him, though.
Ooh. This talented individual. It was the worst kept secret in wrestling. Penta made his debut a couple months back now, in January, and he's been on the rise ever since then. He's really taken the WWE universe by storm. His entrance is fucking amazing. They do that spiraling pyro with the fire. It looks fucking insane.
The only thing I would change is the music, but that's a Death Rebel issue more than anything else.
I don't think it's necessarily bad. I don't think it's a bad entrance theme. It could be better, but it's definitely not one of the worst. And he's just been booked like a star. His feud with Ludwig Kaiser was really good, and they just capped it off on Monday in Brussels for Monday Night Raw, and a no holds barred match that lacked a lot of no holds barred.
It was so awesome. It was still awesome, though.
It was still a really good match, but it lacked no holds barred.
Yeah, no,
it should have been a regular match, but still a really good match though. And at the end, Kathy Kelly came out and he cut a promo saying that he wanted to face Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. In the end of the show, he ended up making the save for Braun Breaker, and that kind of looks like it's going to be the setup for WrestleMania for them.
Do you think he's joining Judgment Day because Dom's trying to recruit him to Judgment Day?
Yeah, fuck no. He kicked that little fucking piece of shit right in the face, like he should have. As soon as he said that Penta, they could recruit Penta, I was like, fuck you, you're not recruiting Penta to the Judgment Day, you little shit. I mean, that just sets in story. He kicked him right in the fucking face. Like, he deserved it. I don't think they're going to bring Phoenix in just yet. I think that's like an after WrestleMania thing. Whether he wins or not, I think their future, I think they're going to, I think after WrestleMania, they're going to be one of the best tag teams in WWE.
Yeah, I would like that. I think Penta's rise has been very good so far. He's on about every show for the most part. People have poked fun because he's been on Main Event a few times, but for the most part, he's featured very heavily on Raw and everything like that. They at least try to get him out there every week to like the audience, and the audience is taken to him real well. Especially like in Brussels, because you wouldn't really expect to get a big reaction over there. I don't really think he's ever really wrestled over there really either, so that's pretty cool. And then, him going for the Intercontinental Championship I think makes a lot of sense. I'm excited to see, him versus Braun Breaker. I think that's going to be a hell of a match right there too for the Intercontinental Championship. And then, let's talk about Judgment Day. It seems to be falling apart. Finn and Dominic Mysterio don't seem to be getting on the same page as of late. Where even though Dom got Finn this Intercontinental title match, Finn got real upset with Dom, calling him a snake that he wanted to bring Penta into the Judgment Day, because obviously Penta had just said that he wanted to, win the Intercontinental Championship, or whoever won. And Dom didn't know about it, and Carlito even laughed at him and said, "Dude, you gotta watch the show, dude." Because if Dom had just watched the show, he would have known Penta's trying to get in there. And then obviously, it was kind of it was mostly Dom's fault that Finn lost this week. So, how do you feel about Judgment Day? In disrepair right now. You happy about it? You sad about it? You indifferent on it?
I'm happy. I'm more happy than happy.
Who do you think's turning out of this group? In this group, who's turning on who?
I think they're gonna turn on Finn.
Yeah, probably. Poor Finn, huh? He's gonna be left out of there. He turned turned his back on Damian Priest for this too, and it doesn't seem like now they're gonna turn on him. So, do you think there'll be a new member of Judgment Day, and that person will kick Finn out, or do you think it's just gonna be like Dom, Liv, and Raquel?
And Carlito.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, Carlito too.
And Carlito. I think they're gonna add someone after they kick out Finn.
Is it you?
No, because I fucking hate him.
Well, I was thinking you were in Judgment Day before when Truth was in it, so I figured you'd be.
This is our Truth.
So hey, our Truth's
totally different. Our Truth and DP were in it.
Yeah, they were cool. But I am interested. I feel like too Dominic. Kicking Finn out, it's gonna break everybody's heart. I don't think it'll break your heart though, because you just kind of expect that type of stuff from Dom. So I don't think it's gonna break.
No, it's not. I expect it because it's a piece of shit.
You didn't even like the fact that he was trying to bring Penta into this. Like, you're just like, fuck. I feel like if you were like, fuck no, Dom's up. Penta's not joining him, type of thing. So,
yeah, he's not. He's a piece of shit. Penta's not a piece of shit.
Hey, to be fair though, Dom did buy Liv like a Rolex, a very expensive Rolex last week.
It's probably cheap. Knowing him.
No, it wasn't. I was watching the video. They were giving him prices and everything like that. So, they said it was like $2,000 or so. I don't even know. It was a lot. They said it was a lot of money, type of thing. So,
oh yeah, $2. Ooh,
no, 2,000.
Really spending on his girl.
$2,000. I said, not $2. So,
whole $2.
I loved it when they were showing that shit off last week, and Michael Cole was even calling that shit out. That was awesome.
He probably went to some fucking underground fucking dealer that said, "Hey, we'll give you this fake one. How about that?" And he went, "Yeah, because I'm an idiot." Yeah.
Yeah, but it looked like a
You won't know.
It looked like a nice jewelry store. I sent you the photos and stuff. It looked like a nice jewelry store they were at and everything like that. What do you call that?
It's a cover.
It's a cover. Let's see what else has been going on that we should like talk about. The Bloodline's still running strong. You know, it seems like Jacob Fatu's taking over the Bloodline, and I'm scared. What do you think of that? It's very scary.
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome and scary. Jacob Fatu's a scary individual. I wouldn't want to make him angry because he seems like a very, very nice gentleman outside of the ring. Just don't make him mad because he's been to prison before, and I don't think he's afraid to go again.
Braun Strowman's making that mistake.
Yeah, except for Braun can take it because it's a tough son of a bitch.
Did you watch SmackDown last week? What happened to Braun Strowman?
He got the shit beaten out of him.
So I don't think he can take it. But yeah, it seems like Jacob Fatu's taking that faction over. They need to win more though. They lose like every fucking 6-man they tag they're in. They never win any 6-mans. They always lose.
It's so true.
I can't name the last time. I think the last time they actually won a 6-man was Crown Jewel. It's been a long time. So, no, I guess they won on SmackDown the first one this year because they beat Sammy and the Usos earlier this year. So, let me see. I just want to make sure I touch on all the main roster stuff, making sure So we've had some teases about. We had some vignettes on SmackDown last week. We had 2 of them. One was like one had like a Force sign up, and one was like very distorted, very dark, and it's obviously looking like it's going to be Aleister Black and Rey Fenix. Obviously, I'm excited about them coming. Well, one coming back and one joining the company. I'm excited to see what they do. I imagine they're going to do vignettes for them for the next few weeks, and then they'll be on after WrestleMania.
Yeah, both of them. I know Aleister Black for sure is after Mania.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited. What do you think? What do you think of both of them coming in? And did you like the vignettes last week?
Yeah, I thought they were good. It's gonna blow the roof off the place once they play that theme music again. If they do, for Aleister Black, I think it's gonna be his return is gonna be amazing. I can't wait.
Are they both going to SmackDown, you think? Because they didn't play the vignettes on Raw this week, but they've only been playing them on SmackDown. Do you think, I
think that Phoenix winds up with Penta on Raw, and I think Aleister Black will wind up with Zelina Vega on SmackDown. Not
on screen together, like just like back. Are you saying because Zelina's on Smack? Like do you think they're actually?
Yeah, like not maybe on screen because she hasn't done anything since she's been over there. But yeah, just keeping the couples together.
Gotta keep those couples together, Don't wanna have them separated. So, unless you're Shawn Michaels, you want every cut. You want to, because don't forget that's a tag team technically as a couple. He was gonna separate all the couples, be like, no, you guys aren't. This is a tag team right here. We can't have this.
Yeah.
Other things. Chelsea Green got a new member into her cabinet. It's Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire now. Obviously in the street fight with Michin. They've added her to it. I'm actually kind of cool with adding them to it. I like the fact that everyone in Chelsea's cabinet, like her group, I make it sound like it's actually like her No, it's not. They're not in her cabinet. Like that'd be weird. But like everyone like in her group, are like all un-American, which makes this gimmick really good. And I would have been fine if they gave Michin the title. I was probably thinking it was time on SmackDown, but it also wasn't time for Chelsea to lose the title yet, so I'm thinking we're going to get some type of 6-woman tag at WrestleMania with Chelsea's cabinet. the group, not like her cabinet's not gonna wrestle. I don't think so. But it'd be like Chelsea. It would be that group versus like maybe Selena, Michin, and like B-Fab or something. Maybe that. I don't see that being a Mania match. They might just do that on SmackDown or something. I'm thinking Mania because I feel like they want to give Chelsea probably a Mania match because she probably deserves one. But how do you feel about?
I think she's getting one.
Yeah. How do you feel about? And it's also cool that Alba Fire and Piper Niven are like in a faction together. Because they've known each other a long time from the Indies and stuff. So that's cool that they're doing shit. And it gives Alba Fire something to do, type of thing. How do you feel about this cabinet forming? The group, not like Chelsea's cabinet, like in the kitchen or anything like that. Like the actual group.
Oh damn! I thought it was there. I thought she was forming cabinets in her kitchen.
She could be doing that too. You don't know. I don't see her day-to-day life. She could be doing that.
I think it's fine. It gives them something to. It gives Alba Fire something to do because her tag team partner's gone. So, I mean, it's been fine so far. In NXT last night, they kind of played it up. They played up on it a lot, but yeah, I don't mind it.
And then our last bit of news on the main roster, unless you have something else, is Friday, Lillian Garcia finished up her full-time role as ring announcer. She's obviously taken over because they needed someone to replace Samantha Irvin, who left very unexpectedly. Well, I guess it wasn't unexpected, but it was unexpected like that day. So they needed someone to fill the void for a little bit. And she finished up. I thought she would go to Mania, but I think it makes sense because Spain's where she grew up and everything like that, and it's probably going to be a hassle for her to have to travel overseas every week and everything like that. She's not completely done, though. She's going to be doing some part-time appearances. She's going to be doing, like, the Saturday night's main events, and she's been working with WWE in some projects. But how do you feel about Lillian Garcia being done full-time, and how do you feel like her run this time around was?
I thought it was fine. It was cool to see her. But yeah, I mean, I wonder who they're going to move to SmackDown now, but it's good. Yeah. I thought her run was pretty good.
And I think also why it probably ended too is, cause, Kelly Kincaid's back in, backstage now, so I don't think they didn't have an interview. So they couldn't really. They needed, they probably didn't have anyone to fill the void if they moved someone NXT win announce it, and then didn't have anyone to interview backstage. So I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be Sarah Schreiber who takes her place. I thought it would have been Mike Rome, but he was on NXT this week, so I'm gonna guess Sarah Schreiber is gonna take Lillian Garcia's role. But we'll see. We haven't seen SmackDown yet, so it could be somebody else. I mean, it might be you. You might have gotten the call, type of thing.
Could have, but you never know.
But anything else main roster related we should talk about before we go into the NXT stuff?
No.
Not a full review, but it's there. What did you think of NXT Roadblock? Because that was last week. Just general thoughts on it, not a full review or anything like that.
General thoughts. My thoughts were general, and I thought it was great. I thought it was a great show. From top to bottom, I think they really worked their asses off. The Hardy Boys got onto a WWE PLE for the first time in a very, very, very long time. Together. So that was awesome to see. That match with Fraxium kicked ass. I thought the whole show from top to bottom was excellent.
I agree. I liked that.
That was 100% PLE worthy.
Yeah. I thought the Hardys versus Fraxium ruled. We talked about this. A big reason everyone thought the AEW one failed was because they couldn't keep up with the AEW talent. But I think the Fraxium match disproved that because Fraxium wrestled that same style and they were keeping up with them really well in NXT and everything like that. And yeah, the Hardys just looked awesome. Then you moved on. It was the Roxanne Perez Jordy Grace match was also awesome. Javon Evans versus Ethan Page in the street fight was fantastic. And then obviously before that was the Moose versus Obafemi match, which was also excellent. And then obviously we had the main event with Julia and Stephanie Vacchio, which was very good. Where Stephanie Vacchio ended up becoming the first ever double champ. Obviously, the only thing that really wasn't very good on that show was the faction attacking Javon after the match, and the Cullen's new name is the Cullen now. That's Sean Spears' group. It's not good. It's not, I remember you said that's the worst faction name I ever heard, and then as we're gonna get to NXT this week, topped that. Well, came up with the worst name. So yeah, I think you're looking forward to talking about that. But yeah, I liked it a lot. You know, obviously it helps that NXT goes on the road. I like the fact that NXT does that now. I think the next time they do to go on the road is I think it's either the go home episode before Stand and Deliver, which is good. So that's a big thing I like about NXT now. You know, they go on the road every like month or so type of thing. And because it was an MSG, but what was the difference? Because they said like what was in the theater and like Raw wasn't in the theater. So like, is there a difference in MSG? Like, is it not?
Yeah, they were like in an I don't know, like they were in an amphitheater.
Yeah. As
opposed to where Raw was, which was the actual MSG.
But yeah, and then
they're attached. I think they're attached to each other.
Yeah, but I enjoyed, you know, NXT very much, and then obviously we had last night's show. Last night's show was still good, but obviously not to the levels of, you know, Roadblock. You know, you had the main event with NXT Underground. I liked NXT Underground, but that match was very rushed last night. I think, like we talked about. Like you said, they only had 8 minutes to do the fucking match, so they had to like. I guarantee you, I think Sean forgets about Overrun sometimes because I guarantee you, that match we saw last night wasn't the full match that was planned last night. I feel like they were supposed to go longer and everything like that. And then Ricky Saints faced Ridge Holland. That match was good. I was kind of worried about Ricky Saints, you know, considering the fact that he's had a history of neck issues, and Ridge Holland has a history of injuring people, but seemed like everything went good there, and Ricky Saints won, and it seems like they're going to move him to feud with Sean Spears for the North American title. The match between the Cullen and the family was pretty good. I didn't really like the finish too much, where like they got distracted by Tony D being taken out, and they just kind of all stood there and stuff. That was weird. And then Stephanie Vacchio's first promo being there was pretty good. They set up a couple challenges for her. She's going to defend both titles next week: the NXT Women's title against Jada Parker, and then the North American title against Fallon Henley. Obviously, it seemed like Jordan Grace is going to be the next one challenging her. They tried to set that up last night, but then they did that stupid thing where Jada Parker took her out and made her look bad type of thing. I didn't like that. And then Josh Briggs and that other guy faced Hank and Tank. That was really good. What was the opener last night? I remember what the match that kicked off the show. I'm trying to remember what that was, because I remember there was a match that kicked off the show. Trying to remember what it was. Let me see if I
don't remember what it was either.
There's something. Because I remember Booker T was very off the rails on that during that match. But yeah, Carmen Petrovic versus JC Jane. Could have done without that match. It seems like they're setting up a storyline now between Carmen Petrovic and Ashanti the Adonis, where Ashanti the Adonis wants her to be like more dirty and everything like that. It's like, it's enough of that. Don't do that. I'm trying to think what else. I'm mainly trying to remember what that opener was. It was a title match, I'm pretty sure. What but I don't remember what it was. Because it wasn't for the tag belts. I guess I could just look. That always helps. Instead of sitting here trying to think, and Chris is probably over here giggling and laughing about the fact that I'm struggling to come up with an opener was type of thing. Like, yeah, I want to see you struggle type of thing. Like,
Fuck yeah.
I want to see the struggle. But the opener last night was... Oh, it was the women's U.S. title match between Sol Ruco and Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I like that a lot. You know, really good stuff there. And then that group got a name. The new group that Cutler James is in. What was the name? Because I don't remember.
I don't fucking remember either.
It was really bad too. It was like it's in the chat. I think it was like Dead something.
Dark State.
Dark State. I actually almost said Deadpan. I thought that was the name. Deadpan.
The Temu Great Value, Payless, Shaw's brand, fucking whatever. Shield. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, they're not good.
It's a bad group. They showed a little bit of personality this week, but other than that, it's just not been good.
No, it hasn't. That was weird what they did last night too, because after the underground match, they had like Trick Williams and Oba get into it because they said they were gonna come back out, and they went to like hit the ring, but then everyone brawled and they didn't even do anything. They were like, they were just like they were just standing there and everything like that. Like their music was playing in it. Can you imagine the Shield doing that in the height of power where they came out, did their entrance, and like just decided like, we're not gonna attack actually type of thing. We're just gonna watch type of thing. That'd be stupid. Like this is dumb. Like this group sucks. Like,
it's bad.
And Cutler James is in it somehow. Because Sean forgot he's on LFG. So, yeah, NXT last night I thought was good though. Did you like NXT last night? Did you not like it?
I liked it. I felt like the underground match was extremely forced. But yeah, I thought the show in general was pretty good.
There you go. And then a couple more things before we get out of here, and then you can feel like you're safe. I mean, I feel like you're safe now, but you could be even more safe. Have you watched any of Evolve yet?
Nope.
Are you not going to watch any Evolve?
Probably not.
Week 2 was good. They definitely tried to make it feel like more of a, like a show type of thing. They did some video packages. They did some storyline development, some promos. Kylie Ray debuted for the first time this week, so that was good. They had Tata Steel. Is it Tata Steel? It's the first one that signed the ID program. It wasn't Kylie Ray. It was Tata. I'm probably messing that name up really. Huh?
Zeta Steel.
Zeta Steel. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I mixed something up there. I know I got Steel right, but I don't know where I got Tata Steel. I guess she's Tata Steel now, I guess. So she debuted.
You think it's Tasha Steel from TNA?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, she showed up for the first time. Javier Bernal came back. Remember him? Big Body Javi.
No.
Big Body Javi. You don't remember him?
I don't remember him at all.
Oh. I feel like you do. You're just embarrassed to admit it. So
He's forgotten about.
And Gallus debuted on Evolve this week. We had a killer match between Owen Bensa and Riley Osborne. I almost said Chase U. Like that's not a thing anymore.
Facing proved himself.
Huh?
Facing Chase University as a 20-on-1 handicap.
Elimination too. Now would this be one of those handicap matches where they have to tag in and out all as a tornado?
Tornado.
Oh my gosh! Do you think Owen would win?
Yes.
Wow.
And a squash.
Oh, how? It's elimination. You can't squat. How do you squat 20 guys at once?
You gotta figure it out. Let's smack 'em.
What else happened? Harlem Lewis debuted. Remember Kananu Kava? I don't know if you even know who that is. I don't think you
I
do.
have no idea who that is.
Yeah, but they look like base squashing people. Do you remember Carly Bright and her tag team partner?
Remember Carly Bright? I don't know who the other person is.
It's like it's like Carly Bravo or something. They're like doing they're like doing a thing where like they're a makeshift tag team now all of a sudden. Ava got to book the show in episode 2. Remember I said episode 1, Sean said I'm booking this. Ava got to book episode 2, which is good. That's good. Remember Sean wouldn't let her book episode 1. So it was nice of him. He's letting her book the show now. So do you think that's nice of him, or do you think that he should have just been booking the rest of the episodes?
He should be.
But this kind of leads us, because, you know, this is where, like, the WWE ID talent stuff go. I think you showed me this and stuff. I figured we'd talk about it, because I know you love wagging on Meltzer and stuff. Why don't you talk about the WWE ID news that he got won last week, because I think you think it's funny.
Hey, he just gets shit wrong all the time. He said that the WWE ID program is like they're being told like who gets put over and whatever else, but he's been wrong about it. It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny.
He just gets everything wrong nowadays. I don't think he's gotten a single news story right this year.
Because they're not giving him anything. So he's forced to make up everything.
Yes, he is. Do you think he's doing it? What's been the best news story that he's gotten wrong that like really made
All
you
of
laugh?
them.
Yeah, but the best one.
The ID one's pretty funny. Him saying that Cody Rhodes is the initial heel, the initial heel that The Rock wanted to work with, but then Cody turned him down, which was Brian Goritz said, nope, that never happened. So,
Do you think it's time for Meltzer to retire, or do you think he just needs to like shut up?
I think he needed to retire like 10 years ago.
He gets all the AEW news right, at least.
Oh yeah, because he's fucking. Now. Yeah.
Say that again.
He's friendly with the owner.
Yep. So he knows all the news to say. So, yeah. And then I'll let you take the next thing, and then we'll get out of here. Because you know the Hall of Fame class has been updated. Why don't you talk about the updated Hall of Fame class?
Just recently, Lex Luger got added. Pretty awesome. It's a pretty cool class so far, with Triple H being the headliner. Michelle McCool and Lex Luger. I'm expecting a few more.
Natural disasters too.
Oh, the disasters too. Yes, but they're not like official yet.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we're gonna get them soon enough, but right now they haven't been like officially announced as going in. But I do think we're gonna get that announcement very soon. But yeah, I feel like they're probably the last two, I would think, because at that point that would push it up to 5.
Yeah, we still need the celebrity one, but I don't know who they could get for the celebrity one.
Because they like to do like 5 or 6 a year, I think.
How are they doing the Hall of Fame? Because obviously,
I don't know where they're doing it or what they're doing it or what time. They're very secretive about this.
Yeah.
Like it's so like they just fucking say if it like give the details. Stop giving vague details. Just give details.
And then they're doing the roast of WrestleMania this year.
I'm excited about that. I hope they tell. I don't know if it's going to be like a thing they're going to air. It might be, But I fucking love Tony Hinchcliffe. He's so fucking funny. He is fucking hilarious, but he supports Trump, so now everyone has to hate him. So
there you go.
But it's he's hysterical. He's one of the funniest comedians in the world. He runs the Kill Tony podcast. He's sold out arenas just by doing his Kill Tony podcast live. He's fucking hysterical. I love Tony Hinchcliffe. I feel like the roast of WrestleMania is going to be amazing.
That Kill Tony name could mean Kill Tony. Yeah, that could mean Kill Tony Khan. And if he kills Tony Khan, I think Chris will love him even more.
It will be. It'll be even better.
Any other news or stuff we have to put? Because I don't. Nothing.
Nothing. I think we've covered everything.
There you go. We covered every little thing. Anything you want to say about Dom? I know you always like to say something about Dom before we get out of here.
He's a piece of shit.
He tried to help Finn. He tried to help Finn this week at least. That's something.
He made him hit his fucking ball sack on the fucking top rope.
He didn't need to. It was an accident. It happens. Like.
No, it was on purpose.
We don't know that yet.
He looked right at him too, like he wanted to strangle him, which was awesome.
I want to talk about you're talking about ball sack and stuff because I remember you made a comment of this last night. Why you talking about what Izzy Dane was doing last night?
Yeah, she was looking right at fucking Ricky Saints' nutsack, and she was like, "Hey, you don't measure up." I'm like, "Why are you looking, you fucking freak?"
Bob Baker's not gonna like that.
No, he's not. He might spear him.
He might spear her. But yeah, anything you want to plug or promote before we get out of here?
We really do anything, so there's really nothing to promote.
Yeah, just check out tomorrow. Chris and I are going to cover LFG. First 5 episodes. Chris has to still watch episode 4 and 5, which he's not going to do, but we gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. And then we have some retros coming, and then next week we're going to do another Aftershock back to our regular format where we cover all the shows. And then also Chris's resignation letter has been filled out, but he hasn't sent it in yet, so like he's still stuck doing the show.
It's drafted.
I feel like you're just forgetting to hit send, so that's why you're like, fuck, I still have to come back. So like,
been drafted. All that matters.
He's just looking for a reason to send it in, and he doesn't have a reason yet. So,
just drafted.
But yeah, let's get. Thank you guys for watching. Since it's being recorded in the past, we will talk to you guys in the future.